Everyone, it's Jen Nieto from the Pixie Post, and I'm back with the Oracle card reading for the week of April 30th. It is a beautiful day outside. You just missed all the lawn care the Housing Association was doing. I was trying to wait for a while so we'd have a noise-free environment, and it seems like they finally finished up. It's in the 70s, it's sunny, it's gorgeous, and I feel really good today because it's nice to have the spring and soon summer coming forward. So, and it's a lot of new energy in the world today. Some is chaotic still. It's never perfect, but there's a lot of good new energy coming through as well. So I'm really curious to see what this week has in store for us. This time I'm going to use the Earth Magic Oracle cards. And this is a really vibrant one. So I thought that would be apropos with the animals and nature, and I've been getting out in the sun a lot, so I think it's a good card deck to use. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to do my usual 3-card draw and see what the universe has to say. As always, a full disclaimer, I'm not a guru, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a mind reader, and yeah, I guess that pretty much covers it. I say that because this is just to give people life direction. I do channel energy from the universe and through my angelic guides, and that's a wonderful thing to be able to do, but doesn't mean I can predict anything. It's more energy that I sense, and whatever comes through me, that's what they want you to know. So, here we go. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. I can hear the birds chirping. Oh my goodness. Timmy's around here somewhere. He was here. I always leave the screen door open a little bit so he can go in and out. I had some tulips. They were so beautiful. I had 2 red tulips out on the patio, and now they're kind of withering away. They've been around for a couple weeks. Every year, I have at least 1 tulip grow in my patio. I never planted them. It's been like that since I moved in here, and it's pretty cool, actually. And now I think I might be seeing another sprout of something, so we'll see if that comes to fruition at all. So. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say today. And then after this, I'll do the power card as I always do. Left to your own interpretation. So. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. These are really nice cards. All right. The first card is Rainbow Blessings. Oh, here I go. The battle with the sun again. We'll see how far I get. Okay, this is a beautiful card. I don't know about you, but when I look at this, I feel instant peace. Like all the colors are coming together, and they're all create one beautiful perception. And this basically means, of course, we have some wonderful blessings coming into our lives this week. Some are going to be huge for some people. Huge miracles, a huge change in a situation you're dealing with, or it could be somebody coming into your life that's going to have a huge impact, or it could be little blessings. It could be relief from a trying situation, like maybe a job that's really wearing you down, but you have to keep for now to pay the bills. It could be just kind of a reprieve from that, or a turnaround in the environment. I'm feeling that some of the blessings are going to be difficult situations that you might be going through for some of you. It doesn't seem like a blessing right now, and again, a lot of these things we go through, in hindsight, we'll see why something happened and why it was a good thing in the long run. But we may not see it in short term. And that's probably the hardest thing for a lot of us. And this is pretty much where some of you will fall into as far as the blessing that you'll receive may seem like a situation where you feel a loss or something didn't turn out the way you want it to, and you're thinking, why can't I have this, or why can't this turn out the way I want it? And it might make you feel like you have no control over anything. And realistically, we do not have control over our external environment. We basically only have control on how we react to our situation or our circumstances. And this is a sign for you to hang in there, because blessings are coming to you, and some will be in the form that you may not recognize, but you will see it, if not this week, later on. Some of you will notice it right away. So it's a very complex message. I hope I'm saying it right, because sometimes some of these readings are really hard to put into human terms. I will feel it, I'll recognize it, I'll know it, but it's hard to, put out there. So blessings can be a wonderful thing. It could be one little thing that just keeps you going when you feel like giving up on something. So I think also gratitude, it plays a big factor in this. A lot of us anyway, are leading high-paced lives, used to instant gratification. We're hustling for the dreams we want to make come true. And while all that's fine, it's just, it's good to take a couple minutes each morning, especially, to be grateful for what you have. Even if you're working for the next big thing, what do you have already? What makes your life complete? It can be your cat or your family or your friends, that cup of coffee, the roof over your head, the fact that you have clean water and air to breathe. And I think it's really important to have gratitude, because if you lose sight of that, then you're going to lose out on a lot of things as far as appreciation, showing love for one another. It's a real domino effect, and it's connected. So I think gratitude is a big thing in blessings. And the more gratitude you have without expecting something back for it, the more it comes back to you in tenfold. The blessings will come through. The miracles will come through. So, all right. The next one, and I think this is good for me as well, because I've been needing this lately, is mountain strength. Okay, and you see how beautiful this mountain is. I actually really love these cards because it's so pretty. It's beautiful and it's strong. It's majestic. And I'll be honest, I've been dealing with some things in my life lately, like I've said in the past couple videos. It's an ongoing thing, but it's helping me in my self-growth. And, life is not perfect. But I always feel the my internal voice, my higher self, telling me to keep strong, keep doing what you're doing. Things are going to work out. And so far they are. And you take it day by day. And strength comes in different forms. There's a misconception that to be strong, you have to be, I'm strong and I can get through this. And I have to be tough and not feel anything and just ignore any sadness I have or anxiety I have, and not talk to anybody about it, just act like I'm okay. And to be honest, I wasn't raised that way, but I used to take that pressure upon myself, because I went through a lot of medical things when I was a kid, and I'm healthier now, which is a good thing. And my strength helped get me through that, as well as a good family support. And I think in my own mind, I misconstrued that strength had to be where I was 100% happy all the time. And it's like, I'm strong, I'm positive. And while that's a good thing, it was like I never allowed myself to have a down day. And if I did, I kind of emotionally beat myself up for it. And I'm not doing that as much now. And again, that's work in progress. But I'm starting to recognize that you can still be strong and have a day where you cry. or be sad or anxious, or need a self-care day. That is strength. Basically, it's recognizing that you need self-care and that you need to take care of yourself to be strong for everybody else. And so if you try to take the steps in order to continue that inner strength, like self-care or keeping realistically positive, where you're like, okay, if so and such happen, how can I be proactive instead of reactive? How can I turn it around? Even if it's the situation itself didn't get better, but where you have a better sense of peace in dealing with it and getting through it. And strength is a powerful, powerful energy. And we all need to have it sometimes. And unfortunately, a lot of it comes through when bad things happen in our lives. But it is amazing, and you can talk to anyone who's gone through a really horrific event in their lives, that they had an inner strength they didn't even realize they had until that situation happened, and they had to get through it. And I think that's the whole point about strength, is allowing yourself to have that day and recognizing what your body needs, or what your mind needs, or what your soul needs, and going through with that in a positive, constructive way, of course, nothing destructive, but as far as taking a time out and saying, okay, I gotta rest, I gotta refresh myself, and come back to this later. And that in turn keeps you strong and helps you be stronger for anybody else that you need to be strong for. But you yourself need to be strong for yourself first. And that's by acknowledging your feelings and working through things and improving on yourself, and allowing yourself to have a down day once in a while, but then pick yourself up the next day and then carry on. So it kind of goes hand in hand. And I've learned a lot about strength and how multifaceted it is. It's really interesting. So the universe is saying you are strong. Even if you feel like you're not, you are. You do have that strength. We all have life lessons. We're all on different paths, our unique journeys. And there are all these lessons we all need to learn in order to evolve and grow as better versions of ourselves. And it will get better, and you will get through it. And you'll become even better once you come out of it. But just keep strong and keep going. All right. And the third card is Milky Way perspective. I love this. I love stars and some astronomy, and this is really pretty. Perspective. Right now, some of you have lost your perspective about a certain situation or a certain event, and you're being asked to step back and take a breath and try to look at it in a different perspective. Maybe not as emotionally attached. Doesn't mean you don't care about the situation or that you're gonna be cold and, rude and all that. It's just a matter of looking at it from a more, for lack of a better word, logical outlook. Because sometimes when we're involved in something, maybe something we really want really bad, or when we're overcome with grief or emotion, or just so angry, or even if we're overly happy about something, it could be anything. But we're kind of losing sight of ourselves and losing the reality of the situation. That's when it's good to step back and go, okay, all right, what's going on here? And just reevaluate and see it for what it really is. And it's not always easy to do because I'm an emotional person. Not crazy, but like an emotional person. I just feel a lot. And I think that's partly because I am an empath. A lot of us are. And a lot of us don't realize that. But I've been an empath for as long as I can remember. So I do feel emotions on a deeper level, whether it's happiness or sadness, and a lot of the time it can be good, and sometimes not so much. That's usually when I kind of disappear for a day, take stock of what's going on. So that is one message that's coming through here. Another one is more of a worldly message. I've seen a lot of turmoil going on in the world right now. I tend to not really watch the news or anything because it's so much negative energy from it, and I notice my vibration goes down when I watch a lot of it. But I still like to be educated because I still study trading on the side and stuff. So I do skim headlines and stuff. And today, unfortunately, I did that. But and there is a lot of chaos going on in the world. There's some good things, but unfortunately, it's a lot more negative things. And it's really, really horrific how we're, it may not be you or me personally, but we as a collective are tearing people down. And we're saying bad things, we're doing bad things to people that we would never even dream of doing to ourselves or to our families or to people we love in our lives. And I'm getting the message, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. While technology is great, while social media is great, and I use it every day, almost every day, and I love it, but there's some of us that have cyberbullying going on in our lives. Society is dictating to us what beauty is and what is acceptable and what isn't. And while it's good to have rules in the world, I mean, in order to coexist and get along, which is always a good thing, but things are going too far. The other day I heard somebody talking bad stuff about somebody else, and they weren't even there to defend themselves. And I'm not naive. I know that stuff happens, and it probably will continue to happen, which is unfortunate. But even if some of us can get this message where we can show the example of what we are here for. We're here to support each other and uplift each other and help each other. That's what we're here for. And I know I sound really intense right now, but right now the universe is basically crying out for us to help each other and help restore nature, love one another, and don't give power to the hype and superficial things. Don't give power to negative self-talk. Don't give power to people who are so gleeful in tearing others down. You get the gist. But try, if you don't agree with somebody or you don't even like somebody, that's okay. We're human. Don't go out of your way to hurt that person. Just let them go and just let them be. They're on their own path right now, and their perspective is different than yours. And while we may not understand it, and while we may not approve, that's the world they're in right now. They're here to learn different lessons. And as long as no one is hurting one another, just let it be. And don't be afraid to be your authentic self. Don't ever let anyone ever tell you you can't be you. Don't be afraid to be you. Because your perspective is unlike anyone else's in the world. Past, present, and future. You are unique and you are valuable. So that's another way you can step up is refuse to let people put limits on you, including yourself. So right now we are shifting energy-wise in this world. There is kind of a spiritual battle, if you will. So the more that we shine our light in this world, the better. And it will take time. I'm not saying it's going to be an overnight thing. It's like anything, But the more that we show that people are good and that we are here to grow and help each other, the better. So I could go on and on, but sorry. They're really, really, really stressing that. And I did not expect that. Okay. So there's the reading for the week. It's a whole mishmash of things this time. I'm feeling really good about it. There was a little heaviness in my heart the past few days. I don't know why, because nothing bad happened. It's just there was something there, and now I feel like my heart's starting to lighten a little. I think that's what it was, because sometimes I'll feel a pull to draw a card, like you guys have seen, and I think it was that energy. The universe wanted that communicated. So, awesome. So now I'm going to do my power card. Again, that is going to be from the bottom of a different deck, and it's just whatever you perceive it for your own personal life. I don't really say a whole lot about it. I don't go into depth like these, and that way you can come to your own conclusions. And I'll be using this deck. Universe has your back. Gee, you've never seen this deck before. Okay, I'm trying not to look, so that way I can straighten it out. Alright, here we go. Ah, that is perfect. Happiness is my birthright. And it's interesting, it's showing the moons and the crescent moon, because we're having the new moon on May 4th. So, happiness is my birthright. Okay, there's the power card. Sorry, I was holding it all weird. It's like, I don't know what's going on today. I've been a little off kilter today, but it's okay. We all have our days. Anyway, I really hope you guys like this card reading. Let me know if you have any additional questions or comments. You can comment below. I will get back to you. And until then, love and light to all of you. Remember, shine your inner light because you are worthy. Namaste. And yak and talk about nonsense until I'm done. Oh my god. Well, the bloopers are back. A lot of other people better because of it. God, I can't talk today. God, it's going so good. And it's been quite an eventful week. I finished and okay, I don't know what that was. I wish I'd stop saying I'll do my third I can't talk, man. I am really fumbling with the English language today. Maybe I should just convert my language to pixie language, because I would understand myself a hell of a lot better. Oh, yeah, really? I do this every time. I have that idea. It's right there. It won't come out. God. Everything's blooming right now. So I'll be talking a good game for a while, and then all of a sudden my voice goes out.